Thank you for joining us. You're watching News Radar on TVWest. I'm Victoria Obudende. Here's what making headlines this hour. The United States praises President Tinubu for his firm stance against terrorism in Nigeria, with a letter from Trump specifically commending efforts to protect Christian communities from violence. Nigeria Custom confirms the full reopening of exports at the Nigeria-Benin border, with over 20,000 metric tons of non-oil goods valued at more than 1 billion naira recorded in Q2. On the foreign scene, Trump threatens to destroy Iranian infrastructure each time Tehran targets a vessel in the Hormuz Strait, as Houthi allies in Yemen warn of attacks on another key waterway. And in sports, Pep Guardiola is being considered for Italy's vacant coaching job, the Football Federation confirms, after the Azzurri missed a third straight World Cup and Gazzuto stepped down following their playoff exit in April. We'll bring you the details in a moment. Now the news in full. The Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced 3 suspects linked to the abduction of pupils and teachers in Oyo State to life imprisonment. Justice Salim Ibrahim ordered that the sentence should take effect from the date of their arrest. The convicts are Abdulrazak Umar, Yanusi Musa, and Shasum Adamu Sani. They were found guilty of terrorism and kidnapping charges. They had pled guilty to some counts while denying others. The federal government accused them of belonging to Darul Salem, an affiliate of prescribed terrorist organization. The prosecution alleged they conspired between January and May 2026 to facilitate the abduction of school children and teachers. They were also accused of concealing information about the mastermind of the attack. In May, gunmen invaded 3 schools in Orile local government area, abducting 40 people, comprising 39 pupils and 7 teachers. Two teachers killed during the raid. United States President Donald Trump has commended President Bola Tinubu for his decisive leadership in tackling terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. Trump conveyed the commendation in a letter dated July 6th. He particularly praised Tinubu's effort to address violence affecting Christian communities. Trump said the U.S.-Nigeria relationship is crucial at a time where conflicts are spread across West Africa. He noted that both countries share a mutual goal of confronting terrorism in all its forms. He highlighted ongoing defense cooperation, noting that the United States has deployed special operation forces to support Nigeria's military. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has dismissed reports that his office allocated 1 billion naira for church musical instruments. In a statement, Kalu said the actual allocation is 780 million naira. He said the funds are intended for youth reorientation and social support through faith-based organizations. The fund will support the purchase of evangelical instruments and public address systems to promote campaigns against narcotics, sexual offenses, and violent crimes. The program aims to instill discipline and character development among young people. Kalu explained that Bender Federal Constituency has 13 electoral wards and over 200 churches. The first phase will cover 130 churches, averaging about 5 to 6 million naira per church. Olamide Oladiji, Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, is reportedly facing impeachment over the alleged diversion of 44 million naira. The money was released by the Ondo State Oil Producing Area Development Commission for the reordering of the 2026 budget. Reports indicate that about 21 of the 26 members have signed an impeachment notice against the Speaker over allegations of financial mismanagement. Multiple sources within the legislature allege that Oladiji failed to carry members along in the disbursement of the money. This has fueled fresh discontent within the assembly. A source claimed that the Speaker considered stepping down on Monday but was persuaded against the move by a prominent political figure. The Lagos State government has sought the approval of the State House of Assembly to issue a 200 billion naira bond to finance key infrastructural projects. The request was presented in separate letters from the Commissioner for Finance and read during Tuesday plenary. The proposed bond will finance priority projects including the new Masri Children's Hospital, Lagos Island General Hospital, the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Line, and Homu Creek Bridge. The Commissioner said the bond forms part of the state's 1 trillion naira debt and hybrid instruments insurance program. In a separate request, the Commissioner also sought approval for Lagos to participate in the FAAC receivables discounting program. This would allow the states to leverage future FAAC allocations to access about $17 million in the third-party funding. The Oyo State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority has impounded 19 cows in Iseyin local government area over allegations of repeated destructions of farmland by grazing cattle. The action followed a petition by a farmer prompting the authority to launch an enforcement operation against illegal grazing. The enforcement team carried out an early morning operation to intercept the herders and their cattle before they could leave the affected farmlands. The authority seized the cows in line with the state's anti-open grazing law. Efforts are underway to identify the owners for appropriate legal action. The chairperson said the operation formed part of the ongoing efforts to protect farmers and ensure compliance within the law. The Oni of Ife has appealed for peace and unity as the August 15 governorship election in Osun State draws near. Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi made the appeal when the ADC governorship candidate and party leaders visited him. He stressed the need for successive governments and accord Ile-Ife the attention and development befitting its historical significance. The Oni said Ile-Ife remains the source and ancestral home of the Yoruba people. He noted that the late Oni Adesoji Aderemi served as governor of the whole western region since he left office. Ile-Ife has not experienced the level of development befitting its status. He appealed to politicians and their supporters to conduct themselves peacefully. He urged all parties to shun violence, avoid bloodshed, and remain patient. The Ogun Area Command of the Nigeria Customs Service has announced that export operations are fully resumed at the Nigeria-Benin border. The command recorded a non-oil export volume of 20,972 metric tons valued at over 1 billion naira in the second quarter of 2026. There were no export activities during the same period last year. The exports comprised white stocks, crushed thermal coal, and compressed natural gas products. The command generated 663 million naira as of the end of June. It expects improved collections in the coming months. Anti-smuggling operations led to seizures worth over 4.6 billion naira. About 30,000 parcels of cannabis weighing over 12 tons were intercepted and handed over to the NDLEA. You are watching News Radar on TVWest. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll bring you more news. Welcome back to News Radar on TVWest. Actress Eniola Badmus and Afrobeat singer Davido has reunited at an event in Abuja, putting rumors of a rift between them to rest. Badmus shares photos and videos on Instagram with the caption, "With the family 30BG," showing her alongside Davido and members of his crew. The pair were seen smiling, chatting, and posing together during the event. Their relationship came under public scrutiny in 2022 following the death of Davido's son. Although report later suggested they had reconciled, their latest public appearance together has renewed public interest in their friendship. Fans have expressed delight at seeing the long-term friends together again after 6 months of speculations about their relationship. The World Health Organization has urged African governments to strengthen national hepatitis programs and expand access to vaccination, testing, and treatment. The WHO Regional Director for Africa said viral hepatitis remains a major public health challenge across the region. He noted that the new hepatitis infection declined by 25% between 2015 and 2024. However, he warned that millions of people continue to miss out on life-saving services despite the availability of effective interventions. He said many people are diagnosed too late or cannot access care, leading to preventable deaths. No one should die from a disease that can be prevented, diagnosed, and in many cases treated. On the global scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has vowed to destroy an Iranian bridge or power plant every time Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. His threats came as Iranian-allied Houthis in Yemen threatened a second vital energy route. 7 tankers have changed course in the Red Sea to avoid the Bab el-Mandeb Strait since the outing threat on Tuesday. Oil prices hit a near 6-week high. Brent crude reached more than $95 a barrel before easing back. U.S. gasoline prices have climbed back over $4 a gallon. An Iranian military source said Tehran would retaliate against infrastructure in the region. Iran's near-total blockade of the Strait of Hormuz has sparked inflation around the world. Trump attended a ceremony for 4 U.S. service members killed in Iranian attacks. The war has led to the death of 18 U.S. service members and injured more than 450 troops. And now sports. The Italian Football Federation has confirmed that Pep Guardiola is among candidates for the vacant head coach position. Italy has been without a coach since Gennaro Gattuso resigned after April's World Cup playoff loss. The Azzurri missed out on a 3rd consecutive Men's World Cup. FIGC President Giovanni Malago said the federation is willing to make a financial sacrifice to bring Guardiola, who is a free agent after leaving Manchester City this summer. Malago said talks with Guardiola may not come to fruition, but he believes it was right to open a dialogue. He stressed that Guardiola, former Italy coach Roberto Mancini, and Italy great Andrea Pirlo are not the only candidates. Guardiola has often expressed his desire to coach a national team before he retires. He has won 41 major trophies, including 3 Champions Leagues. That's News Radar for this hour. I'm Victoria Ogudende. Thank you for joining us. Stay with us on TVWest for more trusted journalism, meaningful conversations, and solution-focused programming. Until the next bulletin, stay informed, stay inspired. Thank you for joining us.
total market value of real estate in Nigeria as of today is $2.6 trillion. But can you enter the real estate business with zero in your account and grow wealth to harness opportunities available in the industry? Well, that's a question we are trying to unravel on Opportunities Radio TV today. My name is Daniel Oweyemi. Today's edition is focusing on how everyday Nigerians can build wealth in real estate in Nigeria. I mean, without spending or breaking the bank. All right, so I'm going to be revealing my guests shortly after this timeout. It's Opportunity Radio TV. We'll be back after this timeout. Stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. You're still on to Opportunity Radio TV. Before we went on that break, I did let you know that we're looking at how everyday Nigerian can build wealth in real estate. I mean, have your own share of national cake or whatever it's called. So I'm being joined this edition by an expert, a consultant in real estate. He is also the CEO of Mayola Properties. Is none other than Mr. Olumiwa Olainka. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Daniel.
Glad to have you join us on Opportunity Radio TV.
Good to see you today.
So, can you get into real estate with zero? I mean, let's say someone is a 9-to-5 person or is looking for side hustle, is an artisan, a young professional. A direct question: can you get into real estate with zero in your account?
Thank you, Mr. Daniel, and thank you, our viewer. Real estate in Nigeria present enormous opportunity for us in this area of business. It gives a lot of opportunities with a zero naira, without having any 1 naira in your account. You can start with the little of what you have, whether you're an artisan, whether you're a young graduate or you unemployed individual. There are inherent opportunity for everybody. For instance, in real estate, we don't need millions, you don't need billions. With your communication skill, with your ability to talk to people within your environment, you can start a real estate from there. By communicating with people that have a need. Once you have a solutions-oriented mindset, you can start from anywhere.
So now there are diverse aspects of real estate.
Yes, there are different areas.
So, but can you take us through the very specific ones that someone who does not have a cover in their account can venture into? Which aspects can you start with?
For instance, marketing, sales and marketing of real estate properties. You don't need millions naira for you to start. The most important thing is if you have a strong interest to back whatever you want to do. Are you ready to stay the curve? By talking to people within your cycle, maybe your friend, your family that needs property, and you must start from that because it is a need oriented solutions that we need to go with. Without any 1 naira, people around you that needs property, you can have a relationship with a good real estate firm that they will offer you the opportunity for you to start with, and that's marketing. But also, most of this online of a thing, instead of wasting our effort on gisting on the internet, on just reading gossip, you can also seek for people that they have interest in the property. Maybe they are having challenges. You can team up with a real estate firm, established real estate firm, walk into their office, and a kind of apprenticeship, a kind of mentorship. They will take you through the rigorous aspect of this real estate. By spending some months or a few times with them, you will know the available opportunity, and by then You start communicating with people. What I said is you can start from anybody within your sphere, maybe your family, your friends that has the need for this thing. By doing that, you start earning what we call commissions in terms of your returns on your effort. You start earning as little as thousands before you start talking about millions. But it all depends on the effort that you put in it. That's just it.
Okay, so now you have taken us through what it requires for you to go into sales and marketing. Are there other aspects, peradventure, that may just require a bit of commitment? The one you talked about now requires communication skill.
Yes.
All right. So are there other aspects that may not just require just communication skill, but may require just a little of commitment? Like, is there land banking, you call it, or I mean, what other aspects aside the sales and marketing?
Like the land banking you are talking about, it requires experience. Just to be, don't let people scam you with you can just buy anywhere, because when we are talking about real estate, it's that is why the word re is attached to it. It's a reinvestment. There are a lot of things that you need to know that is behind that real estate in terms of title and locations, right? You can do land banking, but a lot of people, they have ventured into it and they've burned their hand. Therefore, in doing land banking, you need an experienced person to guide you in that regard. You can't just jump because you are interested in that business and just go to anywhere and start buying. A lot of land, a lot of property, they have a lot of challenges. That is the need for you to work with established real estate firm or people that you know that they have experience in this industry, so that at the end of the day you will not burn your hands, because a lot of people, they had a bad experiences. That's why most of them, they are saying they are having different problem, different story to tell. But in going into land banking, you need to work with an experienced fellow or the real estate firm that you know they will guide you and they are trustworthy. You can do your scanning, and that is where the expert and opinion of people that are experienced in the industry are very, very important. You can't just jump into it, because if you just jump into banking, land banking, you will jump out. Definitely.
Okay, can you just give us specific mistakes, some likely mistakes that people who go into land banking or sales and marketing make, specific mistakes, so that people don't get their fingers burnt due to the passion to, make a change?
Yeah, the major mistakes that a lot of investors or enthusiastic people that want to go into property, they make is that they don't follow the right people that know the right channel in the industry. There are a lot of unprofessional in the environment, and they will just see any opportunity anywhere. They start calling people that bring this also amount, bring this. That is the area of professionalism. You need to work with people that have track record, so that you will not go and buy property that is not in the market, or the property that has a government regulations that you cannot sell. But those people that want to market it to you, they will not tell you a lot of things that's underneath. I strongly advise whoever that want to go into this thing, so that they will not burn their hand, they should go to the right channel. That is why the associations of real estate agents of Nigeria are is very, very important. And also in Lagos State, there is what we call Lazarus. They are the one managing the affairs of estate agency in Nigeria. Don't sell because you have your resources with you. You just want to go into it. Go through the right channel. Look at the people that you can track. They have a track record in the industry. You can have their name search on the internet before you commit your money. One naira lost could mean millions of opportunity that ordinarily should have accrued to you. Therefore, be guided with people that you want to work with in the industry. ensures that you do your own due diligence on the people that on the either the firm or individual that want to guide you in that venture. That is why we in our own office, Mayola Properties, we can tell you that with our track record in the industry, we have done this for a lot of people in terms of land banking, in terms of investment in their property. We have given people value, and that trust is very fundamental. Anybody you want to work with, please, that is the fundamental aspect of it. Not just to have the money, but the people you want to work with, they have the capacity to guide you accordingly.
Absolutely. So one of the very profound things you have said is that ensure that you join a community.
Very important.
You call them association of real estate.
Yes,
so join a community so that you can share ideas and know what truly obtains. But then now I'm trying to picture someone who all the person has is communication skill. Here's a property that is available for sale, and he has a market, whether from his immediate network or whatever. But what does that person need to find out? Specific thing. Can you just run us through specific things? We'd like to speak to specificity now. Like there's a property now that they say, okay, they want to sell. What specific things do you need to find out as a marketer so that your buyer will not be asking you some question and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I just started. So what specific things?
As a newbies in the industry that want to go into sales and marketing, in the banking industry, there's what we call KYC, know your customer. The product you want to offer, you should know it before you start offering it to people. Therefore, the basic one is for you to familiarize yourself with that property you want to offer to people by knowing whether the property is in the right locations, whether the property has a correct
So what do you mean
title.
by the right location?
For instance, somebody can tell you that the property is in New Okoba. For instance, is the property not close to the canal? Is the property not under power line tensions? All those things is very important. Then the aspect of title is germane before you offer the property to your client that want to buy. There are property that they don't have the right title, and title is very, very important in real estate because it is the title the client is buying. Because if you don't get the right title, forget about it. Whatever you buy is zero, because it's that title that confers ownership, that confers the transferring of the ownership from the previous person to whoever they want to buy. Does that person has that title also? Is the land not in dispute? Is the property not in dispute? All these things you need to get it sorted out by you asking those questions from the owners of the property or whoever that enlisted the property to you. You also need to do your own due diligence by going ahead, confirming from government by land bureau. Like in Lagos State, we have land bureau in Lagos State. You go there, you verify the title that they said they have. Also, if they said the title is registered with the Lagos State, is there no any encumbrance on the title? If there is an encumbrance, is this something that you can resolve? If you will be guided accordingly with whatever you find out from land ministry. Not only that, there is also need for you to also go through the courts and see whether the property you are talking about, the land you are talking about, is not, there is only litigation.
Fantastic.
All these things.
You just took it from my mouth. I was going to ask that, is family receipts tenderable in courts? There are instances where there are litigation surrounding a land and someone said, I bought from the family and this is the receipt that was issued. Is this something that can be tendered in court? Is it?
Your receipt can be tendered in court, but it also depends on the real owner of the property. One property can have 2 or 3 receipts
from the same family.
From the same, it could be from the same family or from another family. Others, the root of, that's what we call the root of title. Before you embark on it, that is why you need to work with professionals. The professional will guide you properly by giving you the insight into the ownership of that environment. Look at the document you have, receipt that you have on it. If it is receipt, if it is CFO, because receipt alone is not enough. There is also other documents like survey, and the most germane of them all is having CFO, because all the lands belongs to government.
All right, I think in a moment we'd like to go on a break. You're still watching Opportunity Radio TV, and we've been speaking with Mr. Olumiwa Olayinka from Mayola Properties. In a moment we'll be back with other conversations on opportunities available in real estate. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thank you. Alright, you're still on to Opportunity Radio TV, reaching you from TVWest, and the conversation has been how everyday Nigerian can build wealth in real estate without having millions of naira sitting in your account. With zero, what can you achieve? What can you do in real estate? And I've been speaking with the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olumiwa Olayinka, and the conversation has been so insightful. So we'll just take it a little further as we look at success stories. He talks so much about the things that you should watch out for, how you have to be careful in the documentation. But then I would like us to benefit more from your wealth of experience. If you had your way, you've been into real estate for how many years now?
I've been to 11 years now.
11 years, that's more than a decade. So if you had your way, what would you do differently? If you're to flash back, reverse the hand of time and do something, what would you do differently?
Thank you, moderator. Do it differently. Now, I would just say that more training before venturing into the real estate. I would have involved myself in a better training before I really started, because when I started out, fine, I did a few trainings, but I just felt like the little training I had was sufficient enough. That one, it took me almost about 5 years before I realized that ordinarily we need to update our skill every day for you to remain relevant in the industry and to be successful at what you do. Therefore, venturing into real estate, I would advise that once you take the training, very, very important, because it took me a lot of years before I realized this. And if you don't do that, it will affect your growth. It will affect how you want to scale up. It's just about a few years to this time around now that we started involving ourselves in different trainings everywhere, and thank God for those opportunity that I have now. It has exposed us to a lot of modern tools and a lot of communities, a lot of opportunity, and a lot of network that ordinarily I did not have before. Therefore, training, I see it is very fundamental, and before you venture into real estate, very important.
So for a newbie, what are the likely challenges that they should prepare for?
There are challenges everywhere. Even you're sleeping and waking up every day, it comes with its own challenges. What is fundamental is for you to get prepared. Preparation is everything, and there is a challenges as you are waking up. New government policies is a challenges. A marketing environment is give you a challenges. A lot of things that day by day. Before the issue of this tax of a thing, most of the real estate companies, they don't see it, but now it's a challenge. You need to navigate all these things. There are the opportunities available in the industry, the challenges, then litigation is also another challenges in this industry, and we are having a lot of legal problem because most of our cases stay longer years in the court before they are adjudicated upon. Therefore, court processes is another challenges. Then fundamentally also the funding for the real estate is another challenges. It is now that we are hearing more of mortgage, unlike before. You find it difficult for most of our commercial bank to entrust their fund in the hand of a property consultant or real estate firm. But because of new government policies, we are seeing emerging opportunity in that aspect. Now most of the commercial bank, they are partnering with a federal mortgage bank now. They are encouraging people to invest, but it's still very, very little. It's a challenges on its own. Another area I would say is in terms of the professional in the industry. It's because different quacks, people that don't even know anything about property, they're advising clients, taking them to burn their hand. There are different challenges, but if you are resolute, if you are determined, and you follow the right people, the right channel, forget about it. It is sweet. It is very sweet. The industry is very sweet, provided you can burn your candle.
Okay, you like to talk about environmental related challenges, particularly as you see some realtors take you to a property where it's, to a flood prone area, and only for people to start building and they realize that the buildings are sinking. So
that is the area of where I said due diligence and working with professionals, so working with experts. A lot of people are going to Aja, going to Lekki without doing proper thing, because there are buildings that they don't have building approval. Some people, because they have money, they just venture into the building. At the end of the day, they will not get all the necessary regulation. By the time they build, and people that don't know anything about, they subscribe to such project, they will transfer that problem to whoever that eventually buy the property, and that is where the problem. That is, you cannot run away from working with professionals, and also do your own due diligence. Be close to your lawyer when you want to buy the property. Your lawyer will advise you. They will also help you to also do some area apart from what your agent will also help you to do. It is fundamental. Those are the challenges that people are facing every day.
Okay, now let's just begin to bring this to a close gradually. For someone who wants to go into real estate now, we may have to talk about the tools that they need. Do you need to register your business? If you're getting into this, or have ID card, letterhead? For starters, is it compulsory? Do you advise they should go through that route?
Whatever that is worth doing at all is worth doing well. For you to have a good footing, you need to register your company. For
someone who is going to just sales and marketing, that can be pardonable, right?
The structure is very, very important, and you can start with little that you have, but setting out a structure, proper structure, it helps you to scale. It helps a lot. there's nothing you want to do that you don't need to put structure in place. Very, very fundamental. So that this basic structuring will help you to have a plan. You have a feasibility study of where you are going. You put the structure in place, register with the necessary organs of the government. You need to register the necessary association, like in Nigeria, Association of Estate Real Estate Agents in Nigeria. That is very fundamental. You'll be part of the system. You will be exposed to a lot of training. And when it comes to government regulations, you back it up with necessary paperwork, and it will help you to scale up. The opportunity will be there, but it is people that have the structure that they will be the one that will leverage on opportunity that come in every day. If you are not registered, people these days, they don't want to deal with people that don't have a face. The structure you put in place will be what people will see, not only you. The structure is very important. People trust in that structure even more than only you. It's very important.
All right, you're just still watching the show, which is Opportunity Radio TV, and have been speaking with the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olu Mayowa Olayinka. In a moment, we'll just run you through some other opportunities available out there, but that will be after this break. It's still Opportunity Radio TV. We'll be back after this time out. Stay with us. All right. Okay, you're still on to Opportunity Radio TV. This is the moment, in fact, one of the most interesting moments, because we just look at opportunities from different parts of the world, some education, some business, and all of that. So I'll just touch on a few of them, and so Mayowa can just share his thoughts on some of these opportunities. Let's just see how well this works. So the first on the list is the NEL Fund Student Loan. This NEL Fund Student Loan is one opportunity that allows students of eligible competence to have access to loans. Okay, so admission into eligible institution and compliance with NEL Fund requirements is so key. It's for Nigerians, and interested fee, tuition, and upkeep loans is what comes with it. To register, you have to visit www.nelf.gov.ng. It is free, so just ensure that your institution is integrated into the NEL Fund program. Then the website again is nelf.gov.ng, So this is for students who are looking for opportunities of getting loan to finance their study. It comes with tuition support as well as living expenses. So what do you think about that?
I think that's one of the laudable program of this present government, and the young students that are in school that are having challenges with their school fees and upkeep, this is a good opportunity for them, so that issue of dropout will be eliminated in our tertiary institution. This is a fantastic program.
Okay, another one opportunity is 3MTT. That's the 3 million technical talents, which is also for Nigerians. If you're interested in, updating your skill when it comes to tech, Nigerians interested in digital careers, it's just important that you take advantage of opportunity like this, because if you're skilled, you are open to more opportunities. For you to apply for this opportunity, you go to 3mtt.nitda.gov.ng. Again, 3mtt.nitda.gov.ng. Application, to the best of our knowledge, is free, and what is also important is you choose a learning track that aligns with your career goals, and that gives you access to more opportunities. It's a free training, free mentorship, and I think it's something that you may want to give a trial. So what do you think about this one?
This is equally good for at least anything that will enable young Nigerians to scale up. Training, you cannot underestimate it in whoever that want to grow, and all these opportunities are therefore a serious individual to take, and don't say because it is free. Most of the people would think because it's free they won't do that. Please afford yourself this opportunity and be better off with your life.
Okay, let's take another one. This is PTDF for those who are into the line of oil and gas. This opportunity is for Nigerian undergraduates, for those who want to do their masters or even PhD. So if you afford yourself with this opportunity, you have the privilege to free tuition, as well as I don't know whether living I think it's often covers it. You may have to confirm yourself, but for you to go through the website and check out the whole details, just visit www.scholarship.ptdf.gov.ng, scholarship.ptdf.gov.ng. Application is free, so go through the eligibility criteria and the guidelines before beginning your application. And maybe we just what do you think about this? Is for those who are in the oil and gas for tech.
It's equally a laudable program for people in oil and gas, and this opportunity don't just come always, and whoever that has the opportunity now, my advice is that make sure you take this opportunity. Once you are in that industry, in that ecosystem, make sure you take this opportunity to better your luck.
Okay, and finally, we just look at which one? Okay, the Commonwealth Master Scholarship. This one is a very popular one. Citizens of Commonwealth nations, which Nigeria is inclusive, can apply for this for your masters, and there's no age limit. It's full tuition. It's a free living allowance and other approved expenses. So to apply for this, you visit cscuk.fcdo.gov.uk. I'll take that again, cscuk.fcdo.gov.uk. This is always open annually. Prepare your academic documents and all required credentials that may be required, but go through that site and check out details of what is available. So this is something that we are no longer new to. That's the Commonwealth Master Scholarship.
This is equally good, and whoever that has the access to information, they always go ahead of others, and for you to have this opportunity to listen to this program, I will encourage you to make use of this opportunity, because it is for you to take, and the opportunity is there, and I believe your life will be better off after this all this opportunity.
And thank you, sir. And very importantly, I need to add this one. If you think that you need access to laptops or other devices that may be important for your work, you may want to give a trial to the Click the Device Credit Scheme. That's for Nigerians who may be willing to take advantage of this. So the age range for you to apply to be eligible is 18 years plus. And for you to apply for this, just visit www.creditscorp. Creditcorp is spelled as CREDICORP. Again, CREDICORP.ng/clickd/CLICKD. Let me take it again, www.CREDICORP.ng/CLICKD/CLICKD. So it's open for eligible beneficiaries and it's free to apply. Read and understand the payment terms before accepting this offer. Okay, all right, I think that's the size of it all on the show today. I must say huge thanks to the CEO of Mayola Properties, Mr. Olumayo Olayinka. Your parting shots for the newbies that are going into real estate, because I presume that someone is inspired now to get into real estate. So what should they do now?
What I will tell whoever that intends to go into real estate, you can start from anywhere you are. The most important thing that you also need, that I need to add to this, is your dedication to any course that you choose. Either with a 0 naira, with millions, with billions, you can enter into real estate, depending on your determinations and what you want to achieve. So are you coming in for a short term? Are you coming in for medium term? Are you coming in for long term? The opportunity are inherent, but require your dedications and be ready to go through the basic of the industry for you to be able to scale up. Thank you.
I mean, an industry of $2.6 trillion value. You can have your own share, and as you have heard, you can start from wherever you are, from zero, whether you're going short-term, full-time, or long-term, regardless. So thank you so much for being part of this episode of Opportunity Radio TV. Just stay tuned. Some other shows are coming shortly. Thank you. I'm Daniel Owemi. Enjoy the rest of your day and keep going for opportunities. It will help you. Bye.